Kazuki
Himeno, yeah. Good evening, everybody. How's it going? Highlanders and the Reds. We got some Trans-Tasman rugby going on. I see a few people asking, who's Gazza? Who's Gazza? Gazza is the man to my left.
G'day.
If you don't know who Gazza is my old man. He is around. He's been a bit crook, but you're feeling better, eh?
Yeah, I'm okay now.
He's feeling a bit better, and he's here to watch some rugby.
I've had a month of everything.
Yeah. My mum is also here. She is currently reading my children a bedtime story, and then she's going to pop along as well. So, who are we picking, people? Are we going Highlanders, home advantage, New Zealand team to stronger? Or are we going the Reds despite the changes? I don't know. What do you reckon, Gazza? Reds or Highlanders?
Yeah, I think the Reds are slight favourites.
The bookies wouldn't have you believe it.
I think this Reds team's a pretty good team.
Right, we've just kicked off on our one, so we're at about 5 seconds now, if you want to sync up. Got Reds by 5, according to Matthew. Yolo says Reds by 4. Highlanders by 8, says Jamie. Reds by 3, says JP. Giuseppe's got the Reds. Matthew, yeah, the whole family outing, apart from my children who've got to go to bed. Boo-hoo. Oh, here come the Highlanders. Boomfa, 31 seconds. 34 seconds. Holy smokes. People, damn.
Scott Gregory.
Yes. Wow. Okay, I haven't even opened my beer. Yowza. Thomas says New Zealand teams will be too good. Ellen says no joke. Wow. Man.
That number 5 was a main guy who made the mistake for Queensland.
Man. Came from a terrible pass by the rest from the ruck. Reds are still hungover, says Rian. It could be true. Malcolm's in Glasgow. I hope it's good weather in Glasgow at the moment, mate. We've already got one try and we're only a minute and 10 seconds in. Nervous start from the Reds, says Alderson. Yes. That may be right. And Starley says they need haircut to play. Old Tate McDermott, a.k.a. the haircut. Jason, as soon as the Highlanders got the ball, they basically spun it, and there was a gap. Numbers out left. Has he nailed it, or has he missed it? He has nailed it. It's 7-0. Early. I'm putting the score up just now. Adam, I was just waiting to see if the conversion was going to go over, so I don't have to change it. We'll make that a 7. Boomfa. There you go. 7 points to 0. Not a good sign for us who think Aussie teams
It's early days yet.
might do as bad as people think. The bookies might have been right, but yeah, it's only 2 minutes in, so we will see. Sebastian, we are doing good. Thank you very much. 7 points to 0 early.
It's not a bad kick.
RIP YOLO score. Still early days, man. Still early days. I mean, the Reds were behind in that final for a long period, but they still went back to win a day. Yes. If the Reds game versus the Brumbies taught many things, the Reds know how to come back, Stalio. You and I are thinking the same way. Absolutely. And remember, the Reds have got some big guns on the bench as well to bring off, so that could be why. Oh, here we go. Campbell.
Oh, well done.
Hegarty. They've got the ball just outside the Landers 22. Neither side's looking all that sharp, to be fair. Well, I mean, the Highlanders started well, but that was 2 minutes ago. Ancient history. Novmum's got the Landers by 6. I think I picked the Reds, man. I think I picked the Reds. I may live to regret it.
I picked the Reds by 1.
Ben, how you doing, Ben? You won't be happy with that scoreline, but still early days, man. Still early days. How many days have the Reds been partying? That's a good question.
Got a penalty?
Does Brad Thorne allow much partying though? I'm not sure. He seems like a pretty stern customer. Theft Parrot says the return of the mighty Gazza. The mighty Gazza is here.
Yeah, guys.
Indeed. New Zealand needs a Trans-Tasman competition because New Zealand cannot stay in a professional competition by itself. 5 teams is not really enough. Are there any leagues around the world in any sport that has only 5 teams in it? I would say probably they would struggle. Usually it's at least like 10, right? The Reds, as Starleo points out, opt not to take the 3. The Reds opt for touch. And one interesting thing about the Reds traditionally in the AU season was they would often keep the scoreboard ticking over with 3 points. So, change of tack, but we'll see if it works out. Fleshin, he says, how's it, Mark and Gazza? Good to see you again, Gazza.
Yeah, been pretty crook over the last month, guy, but sinus and
Has Kalani Thomas just scored there? He looks pretty chuffed. Daramundi, how's it, man? Alaran says, hey, Mark and Gazza.
G'day.
Romanian Superliga has 6 teams. Taiwanese baseball has 5 teams. Man, those are some 2 pretty obscure examples, but thank you for them. I guess New Zealand rugby in other people's terms would be also an obscure example.
I reckon he scored.
We're going to look at the TMO.
Did he get it over the line? Oh, I don't know.
He's rolled it a wee bit. Oh, he needs a little bit longer arms. Good morning, afternoon, all special. How's it to the legend Gazza, says Grant.
Good, guys.
TMO is going to have a look. What do we think? He kind of rolls it. It's rolling. It's rolling. How many motions is it?
Yeah, 3.
I don't know. Jason says, I love Kalani. Went to the same primary school as you. Nice. He's given the try. Okay. Try, reach.
Don't convert this.
The line. There we go.
Has he had many games, this guy?
Only from the bench. I think it's his first start.
Tate McDermott's only the other guy, isn't he?
Yeah. No, JP. I refuse. I refuse to enter that. No. You guys did that to me. You'll not do that to my father. I might as well just update this to 7 points apiece. 2 tries in 5 minutes. Rugby Pass stream is actually ahead of me for once. Well, I guess there's a first time for everything. It's rather chilly, says Novmum. It was certainly cold this morning when I took the kids to school, that's for sure. They reckon it's pretty cold down there as well, so maybe the Reds have taken like 5 minutes to actually get their bodies warm after going from Queenstown to, not Queenstown, Queensland to Dunedin. Not sure how this comp works, Ronaldo. Essentially, the top 2 teams at the end of the 5 games for each side, we're going to play in a final, and that's it. As far as I'm aware, that's pretty much it. Ellard.
There's no semi-finals.
Nah, it's just straight to a final. Cheers, Ellard, mate. I thought you were supposed to be working, but hope you found a stream, and good to see you here as always. Cheers, man. Appreciate it. 6 degrees this morning at Auckland Airport. That's pretty chilly as well. Be interesting to see a Crusaders team play a big league like the Premiership, they might have to change their style. Maybe, I don't know. We need that kind of inter-hemisphere Club World Cup kind of thing at some point, American Tigers Rugby says ESPN fans no feed. Nah, man. Apparently they've given it to. I saw it on Twitter right before I came on. To Flow. Was it Flow Sports or Flow Rugby? So it's a paid service. $30 a month. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. Allard can multitask. Okay. I struggle to multitask. Gazza, what do you think about having Hawaiian pizza, pineapple on a pizza? Do you like it or you're not a fan?
Yeah.
It's alright?
Yep.
Not your favourite, but not bad?
Not bad, okay.
There you go, folks. There you go. Gutted Alaron can't get to the Chiefs game tomorrow. COVID vaccine in the afternoon down here in Margaret River. So because you're getting a vaccine, you can't go to the game. Man, what a brutal one. Those are your two teams.
Can't you? Really? Oh, God.
Apple does not fall far from the tree, Ellard and the JP. That's where it comes from. He may be doing what my missus did, though, and just kind of giving me some face. I'm not sure. JP reckons he can see it in your eyes that you actually hate pineapple.
Oh, no.
He's not a fan of pineapple on a pizza.
No, I'm not totally against it. I'd have some.
There you go.
I was going to give it, out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6.
There you go. Still positive numbers. Right, the Reds have actually got some ball, folks. They've looked a bit shell-shocked in those first 2 minutes, but they've come pretty decent since then. I'd have some. The answer of the non-committed. There you go.
I don't think they've won down at Dunedin since about 2013.
Is that right?
I think that's what I read, yeah.
Yeah, the Landers are getting pinged a bit, mate. Odinson. They are getting pinged. That's how many penalties in a row? Like 4? 3?
3, yeah, I think so.
Adam, the crowd looks decent, given that there's probably bugger all travelling fans. But yeah, no, it's pretty decent, I would say.
The zoo's there.
Yeah, the zoo is certainly there. Zach would like to see the Reds bring some competition. You and me both, man.
Well, they're coached by the New Zealand style rugby, so I would presume that they probably play a pretty New Zealand style game out of all the teams. They look alright so far.
Yeah, no, they're doing good. Apart from that first minute try, they've actually been performing alright.
Well, that can happen to anybody though, can't it?
Exactly. Carries from the Reds, they're great style area. They're doing really well. As I said, they kind of got shell-shocked.
They're backing each other up, which is good.
Yeah. And Thomas's passing is actually going alright. Oh, not that one. That one was a bit low. I jinxed them. %83 possession to the Reds. There you go. They've had all the ball in the last few minutes. JP doesn't like pineapple on burgers either. Man, you're just anti-pineapple. Gazza and I both had pineapple on burgers tonight, and we are kicking along strong. Scrum time. This will be an interesting one. The red scrum in AU was pretty effective. The ref's giving the guys a bit of a lecture.
Front rows hate getting lectured, eh?
Indeed.
Mind you, to be fair to the refs, they always have a meeting with them before the game
That's true.
to tell them what they want.
True.
And if they screw up, well then The players have only got themselves to blame.
JP wants to know what you think of what I'm doing with the garden.
You?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a whole lot of leaves on there at the moment.
Yeah. There's not much to see at the moment. Did I see the people pointing out that Tupa was scrummaging illegally? Starleo, I missed that one. I missed it. Where was that? On YouTube? Twitter? Am I going to do all the Trans-Tasman games? I may not stream them all, but I'll certainly do previews and reviews. I'll watch them all. Do we know why Milda Scudder is not playing in Alamalo? I'm not sure, man. I know that Scudder missed like all his tackles in the one game that he did play, so that could be a selection factor. With all those shoulder injuries, I wouldn't blame him for being a bit gun-shy, but I don't know. He wasn't on their injured players list as far as I saw.
No. He just wasn't selected.
People saying he was boring in and Nick Berry was ignoring it. Saw it on YouTube and Reddit. Okay. He wouldn't be the first tight head prop to really get boring in at that diagonal angle, eh? Don't try to grow pineapple. Tama, no thoughts of growing pineapple by any chance?
I don't know where they grow in New Zealand.
So probably not warm enough. Maybe up north.
Maybe Fiji.
Not really a tropical climate here. Tars versus Canes. I guess we'll see how we go. I would like to. We've got a gap between the games, so yeah, maybe. Reds midfield hurting without Pitsaya and Paisami, Mark.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, they certainly look better with those two guys. I don't mind Fluke. And Stewart's a decent defender. He doesn't have as much going forward.
Is he a winger, Stuart?
No, I think he's a...
Fullback, is he?
He's a
utility?
first five come second five, I think.
Okay.
I'm sure I first saw him for the Reds at first five, but I could be mistaken.
Better than Plummer.
Yeah, probably. He mostly plays second five for them now. He's not that big, but he makes a lot of tackles.
Yeah, I've seen him play. He's not bad. I've seen him come on in one game a couple of years, a year or two ago, playing on the wing. He was all right too.
Allard just donated 10 quid and he says it's his first live stream with Gazza and he hopes you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm better, guys, yeah.
Cheers, Allard.
Just had the change of season, sinus and bugs and everything. Just the usual I get. Knocks me down for 2 or 3 weeks, then I come back.
Allard suggests you cut down on pineapple pizzas. Thank you, brother. Started, I thought Stuart was a fullback. You might be right. I could have sworn I saw him at 10. And I thought he was terrible. Plummer gets too much hate. Yeah, I think I even put him on my team of the week at one point this season, man, because he was actually decent. Yeah. Rake up your leaves and chuck them in the compost. Yeah, man, I've put them there as mulch because I ran out of grass clipping, so I've just put them there as mulch. I know they'll take ages to break down, but yeah. Let me just have a look. Hamish Stewart, rugby union player. According to Wikipedia, it says he's a fly half.
Okay.
But that's Wikipedia, so that's not the most reliable source of interest.
I think I've seen him play in a number of positions.
I was thinking the Aussie teams would struggle with the discipline under Kiwi refs. Yeah, it's been the Highlanders struggling so far. But here go the Highlanders. They are about 2 metres out from the Reds line. Jimeno got Push backwards about a metre. That's messy ball. What the heck?
Come on. Go, Gilbert.
Gilbert
pass
made
it, pass it, pass it.
He made
Pass it, man. Come on. You had 2 people outside. You've got to use it.
He made a meal of it, didn't he? They're back on the 22-metre line. Mitch Hunt with the chip kick through.
No.
Hegarty has got it covered. 65 watching. Boom for the like button. Indeed. If you haven't liked the stream, you should probably do that now.
I think it might have just been a bit
Carried
far.
back. Run it, pass it, like it. There you go. That's everything.
Tomlinson, he's got a bit of a temper on him, hasn't he?
He's playing wing today, eh?
Yeah, he's playing wing, yeah. Yeah, Tomlinson, he's one of these guys. I think if he could control his tackling and his impulsiveness, he'd be a lot better player. He's had a few yellow cards in his career.
Smash it, get it to your backs, and drop it.
Shall I get Dawn or just leave her?
No, she's alright. She'll just be reading the stories. She'll come in when she's ready. Five-metre scrum. It's looking pretty stable from both sides. Smith, bullet pass out to Tompkinson. He's brought down by Stewart. Stewart's body's all over it, slowing it down, but no penalty there. It's alright. Jimeno also gets driven back a metre, but they're still about 8 metres out. 19 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Harmon to Hunt. There's no gap there. They're going backwards at the moment.
Back him up, back him up, back him up.
Well, minute, I'm at 19:25 right now. 19:25.
Dixon.
The Highlanders have got advantage. They've gone 7 phases, and they're going to blow it up for the penalty.
Take the shot, take the shot. Take the shot, take the points. Mizzou's got plenty there.
Yeah, there's a good crowd, eh? I'm pretty happy with that.
Oh, they're not going for the corner, are they?
They are going to go for the corner. They reckon they've
When
got
will
the
these
Reds on
guys
the
ever
ropes.
learn? You take the points, man. Come on. Take the points. I'm getting a bit frustrated with him not taking the points. Could cost him in the end.
Going for the corner. Next year, when it's regular Super Rugby, who is considered the defending champs? If neither the Crusaders or the Reds win. Maybe you got 3 champs. It's going to be a weird situation, Zach. Never thought about that.
No, I think it'll be the Crusaders. I think they'll win it. I just think they'll win it.
Rugby Pass is about 10 seconds behind me. Oh, in front of me. So it's probably about the same time because YouTube adds 10 seconds delay. So I guess, but yeah, for all intents and purposes, 10 seconds is not too bad.
No, I lost at sea. They should have taken the points.
Should have listened to
Yeah,
Gazza.
should have listened, man. You had 2 shots and you've turned them down. That's 6 points. That could be the winning or the losing of the game.
Flesh and Streams on 16 minutes. Wow, I'm already at 21. Playing Maul's against the Reds when their primary opposition over the past 2 years has been the Maul specialist and the Brumbies is probably not the smartest tactic, Mark. I agree. The Reds have had plenty of practice at Maul defence.
Kane Jury, this is the new assistant coach.
Do you remember the Highlanders trying to maul up the Crusaders, and how did that go?
Oh, no good.
Went nowhere.
Exactly. The Reds aren't as good as the Crusaders, but not bad. They're the Australian champs. You've got to show them a bit of respect.
Exactly. How are the kiddies doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Alex is asleep.
Oh, nice. You missed 2 tries.
Oh,
One
no.
each, 7 all.
The first try was in 30-odd seconds to the
Wow.
Highlanders, and it looked
Wow.
like the Reds were going to maybe capitulate.
Yes.
But
Second
then
one was-
they got all the ball, had it for a good 5 or so minutes, scored a try, and then
Under the post.
here we are. The Highlanders have just turned
Highlanders
down,
have turned down 2 penalty shots.
Oh, no.
I said,
And,
take the
um,
points.
and they didn't get nothing from it.
Oh, they should take the points when it's so close.
Should have, man. They should have taken the points. That's what I'm saying to Mark. These guys are the Australian champions. Let's show them a bit of respect. He said they tried that against the Crusaders, this rolling maul, like the Brumbies do, and they missed out twice.
Yep.
Yep. Nov Mum says,
You
hi
got it.
Mum 2 cents.
Hello.
Star Leo says, kia ora Mum 2 cents. And Grant says, hello Mum 2 cents.
Oh, hello to everybody.
There you go.
Give them a wave. Oh, they got it. They got to just take those points, man.
She's been reading bedtime stories.
I have.
The ultimate grandmother.
Would Mum 2 cents be 4 cents? I don't know. My son told me he needs to be 3 cents.
Oh, look out!
Oh, the Reds have made an absolute
Made a mess
meal
of
of that. Bloody hell.
Oh,
they've still
lucky.
got it,
Have they
though.
got advantage? What on earth?
They got to kick it out. Well, they're lucky to get out of that.
Paddy says, always listen to Gazza, speaking to the Take the 3, and then hello Mum 2 cents.
Hi there.
Adam says, I look like my mum.
Oh, do you?
Go Nariki! Go Nariki!
Well, those people at the restaurant the other day said I
They
look
did.
like, on Mother's Day, said I look like, look a spitting image of Gazza.
Gary, that's right. Everybody's
I thought Scott looked like me.
Everyone sees something different,
different.
eh?
They do.
You look like Gwen.
Yeah, maybe.
That's not an insult, is it?
No. Ella just dropped another 10 quid and says, Mama 2 cents, hello.
Oh, hello.
Cheers, man.
Oh, come on. Oh, this guy Nariki, I like him.
Ella, mate.
Oh, let's just take those points, man. Oh, well, never mind.
Thank you, man. Still working, or? Reds are under the pump, indeed. Grant wants to know what kind of beer mug is that, Mama 2 cents. It's not a beer mug, it's a
Coffee cup.
It's a coffee cup. It's got some tea in it. Brad Thorne is going to be displeased with this passage of play. You don't want to see Brad Thorne while he's displeased, that's for sure. But they haven't conceded any points yet, so you still take that. Got to make a good
I
impression out
think
of it.
by doing that rolling maul, trying to
Indeed.
get those points, that was just a lack of respect for those guys. They had 2 penalty shots. They would have got definitely one, and they probably would have got the other. They would have given them a 13-7 lead.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Big V8 show says, G'day to the broader 2 cents family. There you go.
Very nice.
One day I'll get my brother here. One day.
There'll be a while coming up.
That'll be a while coming, yeah.
There'll be a while coming. Actually, the Reds defence is not bad.
He's more into cricket, is Scott.
Even now, though, has he?
No, not so much.
More than rugby.
I suppose.
He's
Oh,
penalised.
the Reds have turned it over. Knocked it on. Been penalised. What's going on?
Something.
Smash that like for my guy 2 cents. Yeah, as James says, do that. It's always helpful. Theft. The Reds are under the pump. That's what you missed. They've spent the last 5 minutes defending, and their exit plays have been pretty ordinary, to say the least.
Their defence is solid. They haven't the Highlanders haven't really got over the line, except when they bungled that one near the post, but they managed to get out of it.
No Spates, Birdie. No, I finished the Spates, and then Tui was on special, so I got Tui. Turnover, then fumbled it. Yeah, not ideal. Didn't allow them to exit once again. Reds have butterfingers. Landers, not great decision making. So, yeah, not ideal from either, eh?
Michael Collins needs to stop talking. Ex-Blues player.
Brad Thorne was saying they aren't perfect for the entire game, but when they are, they're best when it matters. That's all you need to be, right? Great teams are the ones that can still win even when they're not at their best. Tui, what's wrong with Tui? It's cheap-ish. We're having a reset. Let's do it with some trivia. Tui comes with the trivia, if I can read it. Oh, we've had this one before. Muhammad Ali completed 61 professional fights. How many did he win? We had that one before. It's in the same box of Tui as well.
Well, that's a bit off.
That's
you
it.
should complain.
I should complain. I'll write a letter to somebody. An angry worded letter. No trivia.
I got a score here.
Here we
Normally
go.
they-
Come on, man. Score, hurry up.
It was 56, as JP has pointed out. And
You lost to Fraser.
Close.
a try
Yep.
time. Dixon,
Yep.
Ash
Yeah,
Dixon.
They needed
Good
that.
job. Good job.
They finally needed to convert it, and they did. Huge period of pressure, to be fair. It had to pay off eventually.
Ash Dixon.
$2 should buy an AliExpress rugby jersey for the jokes. What can go wrong for $30? I did buy an AliExpress jersey to do a comparison of it once, and it was an Italy jersey and it had a Scotland logo on the inside. So yeah, you kind of get what you pay for with those.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And it was the wrong colour. The collar was horrible. It was overall just a big old piece of junk, really. But that being said, some of the fakes out there are a lot better. That one was just particularly bad. It's 14 points
To 7.
to 7. Scotland is better anyway. Yeah, that's true. Maybe that's the theme. We wish we were Scotland. We're in blue.
Well, Scotland got a few guys in the Lions team too. They got 8, eh?
That's right.
It's pretty good.
Huge numbers. But will they get a game, like a proper test? I don't know.
Oh, I'll get the, yeah, depends on injuries.
Mama 2 Cents read the kids a story. Can Gazza tell us a Gazza rugby story? Maybe at halftime you can regale us with a story of your rugby past, a game you went to, or someone you met, or one of the games you played. You already told them about your 2 tries in your game where you missed out.
What about the Iranian screwing thing?
Oh yeah, you can tell them about that.
Okay, I'll tell them about that. That'll like them.
Get fakes for the kiddies, yeah, because kids' clothes are expensive, and who wants to spend like $80 on a kid's blues top, right?
Oh, really?
Oh, they're expensive. They charge bucket loads for them. How long are they going to wear them? Like a year or 2?
Yeah, that's not bad.
For $80?
Well,
It might be more actually. I just pulled
it might
that.
be more now.
I just pulled that number.
Yeah, it probably is about that.
Yeah. Stanley wants to know what position you played, Gazza.
Flanker mainly. Flanker, open side, lock, blind side.
Were you tall enough for a lock?
Number 8, yeah, it was in my day. And on my wing as a replacement. And one game was prop where I got a broken nose.
A lock and a wing. That's impressive.
Lock, open side, blind side, flanker. Number 8 and wing, and I got a broken nose when I played prop against Papatoe.
You played prop as well. Bloody hell.
Yeah, well, I can tell them that story if you want to.
You can cover the entire bench. Halfback?
Nah.
Okay, can't cover halfback. You need a specialist halfback, but otherwise. Hooker?
No.
Okay. Morning, Craig, mate, from South Devon. Go the Landers. Hoggy and Duham will play the first test, he reckons. Nice. Still wrapping your head around Cadbury sponsoring the Wallabies. What do you reckon about that, Mum? Cadbury is the new sponsor of the Wallabies.
Oh, well, I suppose it would.
They're not over here anymore, are they?
Well, the factory's not over here.
No.
I suppose if it works for them, good on them.
It's always a bit weird when you see like chocolate or KFC or something getting involved with major sports teams, but I
Is
guess...
that just come in, or is it Cadbury?
Yeah, I announced the thing yesterday.
I wouldn't buy Cadbury chocolate, so I don't care.
Well, no, you probably wouldn't. Not now. Not after what they did, but...
I mean,
was-
I don't really...
But what happened in Dunedin, even though we went there to that factory, was always going to happen.
I don't buy chocolate very often, but I would refuse to buy Cadbury now. I think they did the duty.
Aaron Smith went really close there, but he is in touch. Gazza is the ultimate utility, that's right. I don't think he's Lions eligible. I don't think he's eligible for the Lions. He doesn't have a...
What?
You're eligible for the Lions.
You're not eligible for the Lions. I don't think he's got a Welsh granny, right? Your parents are born in New Zealand, so I don't think you can...
He's sort of over the age limit as well.
Well, there's no age limit if you're
Well,
good
when
you're good enough. That's the main
When I was
thing,
playing
right?
rugby, the average lot was about 5'10", 5'11", 6'1" at the highest height.
Fifth Parrot played wing number 8, scrum half, prop, and hooker in one game. That was that age grade level, maybe. We're at 32 minutes and 15 seconds. It's all Highlanders at the moment.
Go. Ooh.
So Hegarty, I think that's going to be another 5 metre scrum. I think he's carried that back again.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Bison says Cadbury sold out and new owners closed the factory in New Zealand. Yes, that was like a year
Is
after.
that what it was? That was
Yes.
about 2 or 3 years ago.
A year after we
Yes.
visited it, actually.
It was, yeah.
So
That was a while ago then.
It was.
6 years ago. No, they're bringing Tupou on now.
Come on, Orlando, says Jared, tuning in from the Netherlands. Not a fan of Cadbury either, by the way. It is an odd one, but I think maybe we'll just get used to it. Tupou is on. This is an early substitution for a prop. Usually at least half time. Yes. Tupou is on. Fotuaika is off. Big call. But the good thing with props is if they get injured, you can bring your other one back on usually, right? They're kind of unique in that regard, so. Novmum's husband only buys Whitakers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't buy Cadbury anymore either, so.
No, Whitakers is the only one I would buy.
Just hate the cheesy name of things like the Cadbury Wallabies. Yeah. They never did that with the All Blacks. They never said like the AIG All Blacks, right? Oh, here's try time. Tompkinson.
Oh, good job.
That one was also coming. They've just been down that end of the field for an age.
It's not over yet, though.
Oh, not at all. Wow, it was a good take.
Yeah. Passes from the deck. Good hands from Nadeki. He manages to get the ball away. So, yeah, overall, just pretty good.
Smith, yeah.
Pretty good. JP's going to start drinking. Fair enough. JP's a Reds fan. Do you think any Australian players would compete for starting positions in the ABs? Maybe Taniela, maybe Hooper. The ABs are stacked for loose forwards. Heaps of teams are stacked for loose forwards, eh? The Qantas Wallabies name was part of the sponsorship deal with Qantas, though, so they don't have to say Cadbury Wallabies. Well, that's good news. You don't have Whitakers in the UK, Adam. It's a New Zealand brand. They probably sell it in New Zealand shops, but that'd be about it, if there are any of those over there.
Come on, Mitch.
So you're going to get this from the sideline.
He's been a bit inconsistent this year. I think he was a lot more accurate when he was with the Crusaders. I mean, Josh Ioane's been doing all the kicking until he got injured.
So you're going to get it.
Probably not. You're probably
Gazza says no. Mum says
Nah.
no. And he has given you both the middle finger.
Good job.
And he has absolutely nailed it.
Good job.
It is 21 points to 7. It's looking a little bit hairy for the Reds.
Gee,
This was a
that was a
good
good
catch.
take.
Yeah, it was. Very good take.
Yeah.
They really need to score next.
Oh, we knocked it on.
Dropped the ball.
Don't think you take any Aussie starters over the All Blacks.
Yep, he just dropped it.
No, I think they're going to go
Gonna
back.
go back, yeah.
I wouldn't count the Reds out just yet.
Half of two halves. Yeah. Started off a bit of a hiss and a roar with the Landers, then it was the Reds, now it's the Landers again, but maybe for a bit longer. Macca Packa, is your name from that Night Garden TV show? I think I've only just started watching that with the kiddies. Macca Packa. Random question. Since Gazza is probably the most experienced rugby watcher here, can you ask him who's the best All Blacks fullback he's ever seen?
There's a couple. In the old days, probably, I'll give you two. Bob Scott and Don Clark. And of the modern era, Christian Cullen.
Christian Cullen, for sure. He's the first guy that comes to my mind, but the other guys are a bit beyond my my generation. Macca says yes. Thank you. That's a bit of a weird show, but the kids like it.
Definitely a weird show, that one.
Can I add how much Rugby Pass sucks for charging $50 US to stream this on top of our own subscriptions? That's a New Zealand rugby thing, I think. A Sky thing. It's almost like pay-per-view. Like Rugby Pass is a service. Like I used them to watch rugby when I was in China.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like having Sky Sport.
Yeah.
Right? They only show rugby.
Yeah.
And when you sign up, you know what you're going to get. Generally, it's like Super Rugby, Six Nations, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But then after COVID, and because they've been bought out by Sky New Zealand, when they organised Super Rugby Aotearoa, they were like, well, even if you're a subscriber, if you want to watch this competition, you've got to pay an extra, on top of that.
Fee.
Which is a bit off
It
if you're
is.
already a subscriber, right?
It's off,
Like
that's
imagine if Sky was like, oh, if you want to watch Trans-Tasman, you got to give us more
pay
money.
extra.
Or if Netflix was like, well, we've got this new show out. I don't have Netflix, then maybe they do this, but I can't imagine it would be well received if they're like, if you want to watch this one show, you've got to pay
extra.
more.
Yeah,
I can't imagine
that's
that.
rough.
Yeah. UFC pay-per-view for Sunday on Sunday is $50 for comparison. UFC fights are always expensive though. UFC and boxing is always expensive. Amazon Prime do that. Do they, Adam? That's dodgy. I've never used Amazon Prime or Netflix or Disney, whatever it's called, or any of those services, really. Oh, handbags.
Oh dear.
What's Billy Harmon been saying?
Oh.
Goodness me. Handbags. There are handbags.
Not much. It was okay.
Gets a bit silly, doesn't it?
Bit of pushing and shoving. Amazon Prime is life. Is it that good? Looks like the Highlanders are running away with it, Sean. They've been dominant for like the last 20 odd minutes, man. Absolutely. I'm old school, maybe. Don't have time to watch that much TV, to be honest. As a Chiefs, other than this stuff, as a Chiefs fan, I don't know if I should support the Lions for Gatland because my heart always sides with the Southern Hemisphere.
Oh,
What happened there?
somebody got tipped up by a Highlander. Yes, that did not look fantastically well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
Was a bit silly.
beyond the horizontal, I reckon.
Was a bit silly.
What's the boys? I've never even heard of it. Never even heard of it.
Just a penalty. He must have landed okay. Looked like he landed on his hands. But you can't do that.
It was silly.
You can't do it. No,
Silly.
it's just silly.
Silly thing to do.
Red, yellow card stuff, all that penalty. No, just don't do it. Just
April
leave it out
Tui
there.
says, Kia ora, Mark and Whānau. Good to see Gazza is better. She's
lot
about to do a manoeuvre to get rid of her vertigo. I didn't know you could do a manoeuvre to get rid of vertigo. It sounds like a skill. The Boys is a superhero TV show. Right, you're already losing me a bit. I think Marvel kind of just oversaturated my capacity to tolerate superhero stuff. I'm just getting old, man. Just getting old. JP has Stan Sport, KO, New Japan, World. What else have you got? Netflix, Binge, Amazon Prime. Don't play for Binge on Amazon Prime though. The boys of superheroes were controlled and managed by companies, and superheroes are all psychopaths. Okay, it doesn't sound too bad. You've brought me a step back closer. Avengers with rebel attitude. Okay, taking me a first step further away now. The boys is a superhero show for sure that people hate superheroes. Okay, I'll stick neutral for that. Adult superhero show. Seems you all know this show. Was that pass forward? No. Flat. If the Highlanders score here, it's going to be a big old mountain to come back for the Reds.
Very difficult, isn't it?
We are at 40 minutes and, 41 minutes. The Highlanders have gone through a few phases in the Reds 22. They're powering closer. Goodness gracious me, 5 phases, 6 phases. Try time. Oh, he's knocked it on.
Oh no.
Ooh,
Lucky. No
bloody close. Oh
Right,
my
the boys want a
goodness.
rugby story, eh?
Yes, JP says, and it's Gazza's story time.
Okay. Right.
Neither of you forgot.
A couple of decades ago, we had a guy named Ant Strawn who was an All Black halfback. Provincial level, to be honest, he was quite good. He wasn't bad at All Black level either. He went to South Africa. And after his playing career, he came back to... he did a lot of coaching for the Grammar Rugby Club and Auckland Grammar and a lot of school teams in Auckland. To his credit, he's still doing it. And he was also involved with the Auckland provincial team and the Blues at different managerial positions, and he's had a lot of rugby positions. Anyway, one of the clubs I follow was a club named College Rifles. And there was a guy down there by the name of Arini IE who played for Auckland. He also played for the Blues, and he also played overseas. I think he went to Japan and elsewhere. Anyway, one day at half time when College Rifles were playing somebody, Arini IE was on the field. I thought, me being a people person, I'll go down and say hello to him. While he was doing a bit of training with Ant Strawn. Anyway, cut a long story short, I went down there and shook his hand and had a quick chat with him. And a minute or two after I arrived, Ant Strawn Meris told me to come up and take a hike. And I thought, that was a bit off. I said, it's only half time, mate. He's come over to me and I've gone over to him, shake his hand and, just give him a bit of congratulations, for linking up with the Rifles. And he was still playing for Auckland at the time. And Ant Strawn said to me, he more or less told me to F off, to be honest. And him and I exchanged a few platitudes, and ever since then I've told that story to quite a few people. I think to be honest, he's a bit of a would-be if he could be. I could put it another way, but I won't because that wouldn't be polite.
Theft Parrot says, I used to play for College Rifles. When did you play for College Rifles, Mr. Theft? David says, oh God, Arini, he was the man. Very unlucky not to be in the All Blacks. Zach says, suburbs rugby all the way.
Not now, mate.
Alaran says, Mark, this has to be a worry for the Aussie teams. If the Reds don't bring it back in the next 40, it could be ominous for the whole AU comp. That is a risk. It's been a bit of a boon for Aussie rugby to have the AU competition right. It's increased in popularity. Viewing numbers are up, but if they go and get hammered by the New Zealand teams, it's not going to be a good look. JP says, you're a gentleman. You're a gentleman. Fumio says Orini, I think, played for Samoa and the AB7s. I'm
Yes,
not
he
actually
did.
sure.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yes, he did.
Theft says he played age grade for College Rifles in 2014. First year of tackle was at College Rifles. Oh, nice. Nice.
He also helped coach there for a couple of years too with Bradley Meeker. Who I see is still involved in secondary school rugby. Bradley Meeker.
LB says up Takapuna rugby. Man, we don't get over that side of the
No,
The
competition. No.
It's quite a funny head.
it is.
Angus says the Bledisloe's coming back to Australia this year.
We'll see.
We'll see.
How long's it been?
20 years.
It's been a while. It has been a while. Man, Allard has just dropped 20 quid. And he says, for the gentleman.
Wow. Nice.
Yes. Would you like a cup of tea or a beer, Mr. Gentleman? Seeing as Allard has just been so kind. Alright, I will get myself
Got some generous
I'll get
people
myself
out
a
there.
beer. Yes, definitely. Most generous. Thank you, Allard, mate.
Gee, they were lucky they didn't squander the post.
Very lucky, right?
That would have been another 7 points, and that would have just about killed their chances, I
It would have
think.
been very difficult.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think the Reds might come back a bit, though.
Hopefully. Cheers, Allard, man. For your multitasking. Thank you, mate. David says he loves all the old Auckland rugby players. He met Ronnie Clark once at church. He's a real charismatic guy, and his son is a chip off the old block.
Yeah, I've met Ronnie Clark.
Theft schoolmates all played for Grammar. We'll forgive them for that. Haven't been watching the Springboks for the Rainbow Cup. Hard to say which guys would dislodge any of the current guys standing, yeah. Gazza, Alan wants to know, what do you think is going to happen with New Zealand when they play Wales later in the year?
Well,
Alan's a Welshman, just FYI before you answer that question.
it should be a good game.
Should be a good game, hopefully. Any chance that the Welsh can knock us off for the first time in how many years? 50 odd?
Oh, yeah, they've got a chance.
Of course they do.
Always a
Ireland did
legit
it.
chance.
Yeah, they got a chance.
That's right. Ireland did it. Argentina did it. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, there's two of my favourite three announcers, Stephen Bates and Joe Wheeler. Jeff Wilson's good, Stephen Bates, Joe Wheeler, average.
Reds fan tuning in late. What happened to Bias? Your team got shell-shocked with a try within the first minute. Came good and it was looking like a pretty tight contest, but then the last 20 minutes of that first half have been all Highlanders. It's been pretty tough. Right, we got trivia from the second beer bottle. You guys can join in if you know the answer to this question.
Okay.
It's not a sport that I think any of us, at least sitting in this room, traditionally follow. But the question is, who was stripped of his 2006 Tour de France title, and it's not the obvious guy,
Oh, okay.
in 2010? It's not Armstrong.
It's not Armstrong, that's what I was going to say. I don't know.
Don't follow that.
No, me neither. I would have never known.
Cycling, no. The obvious guy would have been Lance Armstrong. But
Yeah,
I couldn't
agree.
tell you.
Cheers, Bertie. We're having a good evening indeed. Do you think the low temperature is playing into the loss? Surely
No,
not.
I don't think so.
JP's got it. Floyd Landis. I know that name, but I don't know why.
I know that name.
Just
Yeah,
from
so do I.
just from cycling, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Floyd Landis. It's a unique name, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's unique. Yeah, I don't remember him at all. I wouldn't be able to pick him out from a crowd. Star Leo said cyclist, so that's probably also technically correct. A cyclist. Yes. April's maneuver to get rid of her vertigo didn't work. don't have the kind of vertigo it works for. Is there more than one kind of vertigo? This is all but beyond me. Back to the rugby.
Tell them to maybe Google it.
Yeah, maybe. Hello, remembers that Tour de France. I don't know why I know the name, but I'll probably just saw it on the news, I guess.
Get stripped.
I guess
Must
he
have
would
been
have just
taking
taken
some
drugs,
drugs
yeah, steroids or
Seems to
something.
be the thing in that sort of side thing.
Yeah. Naked Ref says, hope you're going out to Eden Park during the Trans-Tasman. I want to go to the Waratahs game. That's the one I want to go to. 93 watch and smash the like button for the gentleman and the lady in the room. He's being very polite, our Mr. Al tonight. He's been a proper top man.
Polite.
There's the zoo. Jim's will be getting drunk after this.
Cabbage Patch says, hello, the legend, Mama 2 cents. And all hail the greatest All Black that never was, the 2-try Gazza. The 2-try Gazza, there you go. Alaran once questioned, you got those 2 tries, but how many tackles did you make in that game?
Oh, I can't remember.
Did you miss many tackles?
No,
Was it,
not really.
Was it you were a
No,
flanker who could score tries but couldn't tackle? Was that reason?
Probably the best game I ever played. My coach said I was unlucky.
Do I want to watch a massacre? With the next game, you mean? Or the one at Eden Park? I don't know if the Blues will massacre the Tars in that one. It's on in the afternoon is the main reason I want to go. Afternoon game. Sabello's in Pretoria. Hey, mate. How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
April Tui says, yes, there is. Watching YouTube videos to see if... What was that about? If you get dizzy during the night, it's supposed to work. It might be hay fever. If the Reds are playing bad, the Waratahs will play absolutely amazing. I like that logic. I'm not quite sure how that works, but
that's what I was just thinking.
it might be right. It might be right.
Mind you, we've got 40 minutes to go yet.
Tars will get demolished. Can the Trans-Tasman final have 2 Kiwi teams? It can indeed. If the top 2 teams are Kiwi teams, it'll be the 2 top teams. Sam's just sent me a picture of what the halftime show is. We're getting ads here at the moment. Looks like Sam's just got a plain old shot of the ground with nothing going on. So there you go. Who in New Zealand playing in June? We're supposed to be playing Italy. But
gone.
is it confirmed to be gone?
Yeah, cancelled, yep.
I saw it rumoured to be gone. I didn't know it had
it's
been confirmed. Okay.
Probably Tonga and Fiji, but like of it.
That's what I saw rumoured, yeah.
I like that ad.
2 cents stream from Eden
I
Park.
like that ad where he has Dan on.
Dan Carter's advertising for Chemist Warehouse if you're not watching the New Zealand stream, just in case you know what you're missing.
And so does his wife.
Is her name Honor, or is that...
Oh no.
Honor.
She had the All Blacks there.
Why is everyone hating on the Tars, says Ella. They can't see we are playing the long game just to beat the Crusaders. Yeah, maybe they're just playing useless to take them by surprise.
Well, you never know.
Useless is a bit tough. They did perform.
Don't
They-
call them useless. They're rebuilding.
They are rebuilding. They've got a lot of young guys. They'll be good in a couple of years.
You can't. Yeah, I don't like it when they say useless because the
Well, that
games,
was me.
games that I've seen them and they've tried really hard.
Blues will smash them. I love how you and your family are so even-handed in these games. I think Gazza's mellowed a bit over the
definitely,
years.
definitely.
Gazza didn't used to be so even-handed. I think
No,
my
no.
memory of him growing up as a child was pretty one-eyed.
You're very one-eyed.
I think. If anything, you're more one-eyed than
Yeah,
he is
probably
now.
am. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We're lucky the Blues. It's not a Blues game because I think
I think the Hurricanes will win, but I don't.
you tend to get a bit
I do.
angry
I
at the
do.
Blues
I just
sometimes.
Want them to win.
Yeah.
I do.
I
I
just-
want them to win.
I just want the
They
Aussie.
don't win
I
either.
just want the Aussie teams to be competitive.
I just don't know why they don't win. They play stupid rugby.
Yes.
The Blues.
Ah, well.
Anthony says, big up 2 Cents family. Anthony from Da Nang City in Vietnam. Awesome commentary. Oh my goodness, Da Nang.
Dang, yeah.
The only time I've ever heard about Da Nang is in flipping
movie.
Vietnam War movie.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
that says a lot about my knowledge of Vietnamese geography. But man, good to see you here, bro.
That Robin
What's the
Williams one.
beer in Vietnam? Yeah, what's that movie? Good
Good
Morning
Morning
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam, yeah.
Yeah. Martin's in Belgium. He says, as a Rebels fan, I must say that seeing the Reds lose is not making me sad. There you go. Interesting how that can work. Theft Parrot says, this is such a nice environment for the stream. There you go. Family show, huh? Why get angry at the Blues? We should be used to it by now. We should be used to it, but somehow every year they kind of suck us into thinking maybe this year will be
Maybe this
different.
year.
Good Morning Vietnam, still one of my favorite movies. Yeah, it's a classic, that one. It is a classic.
He's a
Ricky Flutie is looking happy as, isn't he? He's got a huge grin on his face. We haven't been talking about the gardening at all today, Zach, unfortunately. Another time, maybe.
Billy Harmon's showing a bit of mongrel this year, isn't he?
AJ says, I'm with Gaz. I hope the Aussies can put up a fight. Shout from Melbourne, Gaz. There you go. I agree.
Yeah, I see him play well. We want good competition.
Vietnamese beers, they drink Tiger, LaRue.
Oh, we've got Tiger
and
here. I like
Huda.
Tiger. It's nice.
Okay, we've got Tiger here for sure. I haven't seen LaRue or Huda beer. Huda beer. Hono has a soft spot for the Tars. 4 of my sons played for Southern Districts and 1 for New South Wales combined schools.
Really? Good on them.
We lived in Sydney for 30 years, but the Tars' luck hasn't changed. Oh, they did have one good year.
They won a title under Checo.
They did. For a new fan of the channel to get caught up, do you have videos on your channel with some of Gaz's rugby stories? We've definitely got a video where he picks his All Blacks 15. I'll have a scour, but there's definitely a couple of Gazza videos on the channel.
I'm doing a Lions one at the moment. I've got it all written down at home. I'll do it during the Lions tour.
Starleo says Vunivalu is on. Is that right?
Yep.
Vunivalu is on. And he says
they need to score here.
he said James O'Connor's off. Is that right? That means Hegarty maybe comes into 10?
Did he get injured?
Don't know. Tiger's global. Yeah, I think you can get Tiger pretty much everywhere.
Oh.
Here comes the comeback, says Zach. Hopefully the Reds score here and make this one interesting. Greetings from the US, says Erica. Thanks for the stream. Nice to see you folks. Yes, it's nice to have them here for sure.
They need to score here. Oh, they got penalised.
Highlanders have just won a penalty, so no early Reds points. Aaron Smith is going to tap it. They're going to run it out of their own 22. Mitch Hunt's put boots of ball to put paid to that idea. Where's my boy Jock? I did say Tars earlier, but we've been talking about the Tars too much. Probably a bit insulting. I don't know. Where's our man Jock gone? Not sure, but anyway, the Reds will have a line out just inside their own half. Discipline is mandatory, taken from Gaz's words of wisdom. Indeed. Poor discipline is not going to get you anywhere. When did Aaron Smith first play for the All Blacks? Whoa, a long
he's
time
on
ago.
97 tests.
Yeah, a very long time ago. It does feel like ages.
2011? Might be earlier than that.
Yeah, because Wepu was the guy in 2011, so maybe 2012?
Yep.
Whoa, that didn't work. Is Jock injured or just buggered? I'm not sure. How will the Fijian players from Europe travel to play against the ABs in Maury? I'm not sure, man. It's a test window, so they should be able to travel. But how does the travel work in these current circumstances? I'm not sure.
Fiji's in a bit of a mess with the COVID at the moment.
Yeah, they've gone into lockdown as well, I think.
Yeah, they're in lockdown.
I'm not sure if it's a nationwide one or just a local one.
A couple of their cities. I know Suva's one of them.
Is Weepu still playing? He is
No.
not. He is a big unit of a man now. I think he always struggled with his weight, and since he stopped playing, he's packed on a few kicks. But I think he's still playing. Like
No, he
Is he
made
playing-
a comeback and got seriously injured. Remember in a club game down in
right.
Lower North Island?
isn't he playing like club league or something now? I can't remember.
I don't think so. I think he's coaching
Right.
club level. He got quite badly injured a couple of years ago.
Once I just joined, I will ask the mandatory question as a Japanese fan. How's Himeno been playing? He's been playing good. What can I say? I haven't checked his numbers, but he's looked the business as he has all season. So that's good news. He's really well liked in New Zealand, man.
Who's that?
Kazuki Himeno.
Yeah.
Piriwipu was a full-on prop, says Stalio. He kind of went that way. Lots of people in Fiji here are dying. Jeez, I hope that's.
I had 4 deaths last I heard.
Is that right? Goodness
Yes,
me. I hope
yeah.
they can get it under control ASAP. Parkinson's down, says Daramondi. Man, he always gets bloody injured, this guy. I hope he's alright. Like, he's a big man, but he just seems.
Oh, yeah, you watch here.
Oh,
yeah.
God, no wonder he's injured. That's not him being frail. That's a hell of a drop. His lifters
Heck
just.
of a drop, yeah.
Oh, man. He'd be winded at least.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
fell straight on his back. If nothing else, he's definitely got the wind knocked out of him.
He's alright. He's just come back from ankle surgery.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a awful drop.
Dropped in the lineout, says Matthew. Absolutely, he was. I think he's just winded because he fell straight on his back. The air just would have gone poof out of his lungs. That's a horrible feeling. If you've ever been winded, it's not fun.
He's tall, eh?
Ate too many pies. Nov mum, probably. I don't know. He was doing a bit of punditry stuff for like the All Blacks YouTube channel or something, or on Facebook. I can't remember.
Who's that?
Piriwipu.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, for a while. Concussion. Okay, so Jock's off for concussion. If the New Zealand teams dominate Trans-Tasman comp, the higher powers have to scratch their heads about the future of the competition moving forward, says Anthony. Yeah, maybe. But they need each other for the money, eh? But is Aussie rugby better off without the Kiwis? I don't know. Well, this is only one game. We'll have to wait and see how the whole competition pans out.
Yeah, it's a bit early to tell you.
No one expanded more than Bucky's Borta after retirement. Is he a big unit now as well? He was always a big man, but did he get a bit bloated, did he? I'm certainly not the same shape I was in when I was 21. Certainly heavier now, so it happens. Cross kick. They really want a cross kick to Vunivalu because he is very good in the air. Did he get that down? No. He's dropped that, surely.
Dunno.
No.
Oh, he thinks he got it down?
He looks bloody convinced, doesn't he? I don't watch league. I don't know much about the guy, but virtually every try I saw him score on a highlights reel was cross kicks, up and unders.
Really?
In the air, he just seems amazing. Higgity, cross kick.
Hang on, let's have a look.
God, he gets high in the air, doesn't he? 2 hands. Oh, that's a try.
That's a try.
Unless the leg was under it, I don't think so.
Dunno.
Gets it with the tips of his fingers, and that's
Yeah,
a try.
try.
Wow. Unbelievable. Sam says that's Vunivalu's trademark for the Storm in the NRL.
Just too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when I watched his highlights reel, there was very few, just out and out gas burning people. It was just all jumping up, catching a ball, putting it
Oh,
down.
he is fast.
Yeah.
He is quick.
Wow.
Ooh,
Oh, just missed it.
just missed it.
What a try. They needed
Closes
that.
the gap a little, doesn't it?
Yeah, the game needed that.
Yes.
21-12. Still more than a score, but yeah. Whew, good stuff. Very good stuff.
Could be a game of two halves.
Bucky's water is as wide as he is tall. Okay.
Really.
Reds needed that try to stay in the game, Anthony. I agree. Now they need a good exit play. Don't concede any points. Higgity has put boots a ball. Where's Carmichael Hunt? I think, has he gone overseas?
He's gone back to league, I think.
League? I'm not sure.
I think he
I
has.
think he got let go by the Waratahs. Because
He's gone back to league.
he got let go by the Reds, picked up by the Tars, and then, yeah, I think, yeah, he might have left. Is this free to air in New Zealand, Eddie? Nah, no rugby's free to air. Never. Virtually never. This is on Sky in New Zealand. Vinny Vana the Superman, absolutely. Don't know how he gets as high in the air as he does, but it's a skill. Right, the Highlanders have got advantage. So what was that about the Reds not wanting to concede points straight after scoring? Well, the Highlanders will have a crack here anyway. Carmichael is on a trial contract with the Broncos. There you go.
Yeah, that's right. He is. And the Broncos are already average this year.
Imagine just how godly a Wallaby side would be if we planted a whole bunch of their league players in Scotland. If you think about it, if Aussie didn't have league as the main game and AFL, imagine how many guys would be playing union. Like, union's behind both of those sports by a mile. So
And soccer.
the fact that they're as good as they are is guy's testament to the sporting stuff that goes on in Australia.
I think Dave Rennie's going to change that Australian side in 2 or 3 years.
Brooke says, "Hey Gazza."
G'day.
Right. The Highlanders have got a line out. We're just ticking over 49 minutes. The Reds just scored a try. They don't want to concede now. Maul time. Highlanders couldn't get the maul going earlier, but this one's looking a lot better. Oh, Dixon's gone straight over. Concede
Dixon again.
Yep.
straight away.
He gets a lot of tries. It might have turned a little bit on super level. He's one of the most underrated guys in New Zealand rugby, Dixon.
Yeah, spoken too soon, indeed.
I think the Reds need to go to their bench.
Oh, they've kind of done that.
Well, no, they've got a couple of big guns on the bench. Fraser, McFreight, whatever his name is, he's good. That flanker.
How on earth is Dixon not capped while Coltman is the third choice hooker in the ABs?
He's not really third choice, not now. He was.
He was, yeah. He's behind.
Amua's the third choice.
Amua, Nathan Harris has been ahead of him, eh? There's been a few guys.
He's back playing too.
Yeah, he is. There goes your Reds by 7 theft. My Reds by 1. Bloody hell. Hona says, "Kia ora to your parents, brother. My old man's 85 and a rugby fanatic like the Gazza."
Oh, nice.
Good
I'm
man.
71 next week.
I haven't got you anything for your birthday.
Oh, he's missed it.
Don't worry about it, buddy.
Don't worry about it. He's missed it.
What do you mean, don't worry about it? I've got to get you something.
You go for lunch or something.
I'm going to buy you food, eh?
Yeah, buy food. That's a good idea.
You guys have got a lot of stuff.
We do got too much stuff.
You don't need stuff.
We don't need stuff. No, we've got too much stuff.
Food,
Just-
you reckon?
If we go out together. Yeah. That's
Scott
better.
and Pam,
That's
I'll
better.
get you a rugby jersey.
don't get me any rugby stuff.
Oh, right.
I think he needs a cap.
A cap. Ah.
No, don't give me any
He
caps.
doesn't need a cap.
Gazza is a god. Gifts are meaningless. Gazza's got everything he could want.
He doesn't need any.
Brooke says, I thought you were 50-something.
I wish I was.
Leinster will smash all these teams. My parents are legends, Mark. I don't know. It will be fascinating to see Leinster up against one of these teams for sure.
They might smash these teams, but I bet they wouldn't smash the Crusaders.
Zach says, can I buy Gazza a Chiefs cap for his birthday? He's got a lot of caps.
I've just got rid of about. Tell them I've just got rid of about 300 and I got about
No
another.
rugby ones though. No rugby
That's
ones.
true. I pilfered all your rugby ones.
Yes.
Goodness me. Ellard, again, says, with 10 quid, if I can read some Welsh, Penblywyd Hapus Gazza, which apparently means happy birthday Gazza for next week.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
71, eh?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. You're doing alright.
He was doing alright.
Thank you,
They're doing
Ellard, mate.
alright.
How's it brewing from Ireland? The South African teams moving to Europe. How you boys taking it? You think you might affect your own game? A lot of the Kiwi guys have come out and said they missed the trips to South Africa and whatnot, man. So, yeah. At least we've still got the box in the Rugby Championship, I guess, is the main thing.
That's the main thing.
Speaker wants to see Toulouse versus the Crusaders. 1 out of 10 for pronunciation, Ellard. I do need to work on my Welsh. What can I say? My Afrikaans pronunciation is probably better than my Welsh, but I've practiced that for names anyway.
What was that?
There's nobody there. The winger was supposed to be there.
I think both these teams, they need to go to their bench now. There's a few tired guys out there. Done a lot of running.
How old did Gazza say he was next week?
71.
71. A 7 and a 1.
Yep.
What kind of pass was that, says Nod Mum? Yeah, that's what we're also wondering on the other room as well.
I wish the referees wouldn't put their hands out like that.
A 7 and a 1. 17? Other way around. My 5-year-old sometimes makes that mistake. He gets the numbers around the wrong way. He keeps reading 12 as like 21.
No, that's easy done.
The
Run it,
Box
run
contracted to the Rugby Championship. Yes, the Box are contracted him for at least the next few years.
Yep. Run it.
There goes Tupou. He only does one move. That's run it. And offloaded apparently. Oh, Udu's knocked it on. Oh, the Reds are trying to push maybe a bit too hard.
No, we must have knocked it on first. I think he's given them the ball. Keith's not doing too bad tonight. He's not my favourite referee, but he's doing better than usual.
Bloody hell. So JP has just dropped in 71 Australian dollars.
Oh my goodness.
He says 71. Happy birthday to the great man Gazza, and he's
Thank you very much.
He's included a little heart there as well.
Oh, how lovely.
Cheers, man. Oh, we'll have to buy you some lunch or something now, won't I?
He can buy us lunch.
It's just nice to spend some time together.
It's true. It's true. Cheers, man. Appreciate it.
I think both these teams are going to go to the bench soon.
It didn't take much convincing to ask these guys to stay from the rugby. This was not pre-planned, actually.
No, it wasn't.
No.
We just mentioned that they were coming over anyway. I said, "Do you want to stay for the rugby?" And they said,
Yep.
Thank you, JP, mate. And Tomo, yes, he said, "Run it, not knock it on. Run it." JP says, "Lucky you're not turning over 100."
I wouldn't want to live to 100. Not these days.
That'd get pretty pricey. Oh man, birthday lunch fund for Gazza. There you go.
Take him, take him. Gee, that reserve halfback's better than the one they had starting.
Yeah, Sorovi's actually
He's
pretty
the
good.
Fijian halfback.
Yeah, Sorovi, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he is good.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Bulls versus Leinster, etc. Eventually, when it happens, man, I am fascinated to see how the South African teams go up in the Pro 14. Zach says Julian's going to score a hat-trick against the Tars. Julian could use some tries, couldn't he?
He hasn't had the ball go his way, eh?
That's right.
Tell him to look out for Salasi Riasi.
Celeste Rossi, that's true.
He's aiming for the All Blacks.
I bet he is. Mr. Lewandowski says, hello from Poland. My brother and I love watching rugby. Can you please give him a shout out? Ooh.
Here they come.
Shout out to your brother.
Here come the reinforcements.
Polish names look tricky.
Go on, give it a shot.
Lewandowski, I know from football. That's true. That's why I used that name, not the other one. I'll admit it.
Josh Honeck's been around, eh? Use your backs, Reds. Use your backs. Use your backs, man. Use your Fijians.
Here we go. The Reds could certainly use a score here. They are in the 22 of the Highlanders. Higgity's a bit of an average 10. Yeah, there's a reason he's usually at fullback, I think.
He's not bad.
But I mean, he put in that kick for Vunivalu, so we'll take that. Right, back for the penalty. What do you do here? Line out, scrum, points. Points is probably a bit.
They need points, they need tries.
They need tries.
Yeah. Yeah, Razzle, we know that one. The shout out for that one is a pretty common one as well. The Welsh teams have a classic Welsh issue in the sport of losing their best players to England at club level. Okay.
Penalty.
Oh, they've been penalised. Too early. What?
Going back.
Offside, okay. Man, that's a key opportunity that one missed. Not a good look, that one. You have Tupou on your team, use them, essentially, yeah. How do you think it'll go? How do you think Roger Tuivasa-Sheck will go at 15s?
I think he'd go good.
Is he going to be a midfielder or a fullback? Is he going to have the kicking game to
So
play
much
fullback?
competition. So McKenzie, Jordan,
Yeah.
Bowden Barrett, Geordie Barrett. I don't know. I really don't know why he's come back to rugby because there's so much competition there. But I do think I think he'll be successful. I think he'll be really good. He might not make the All Blacks the first year, but he'll definitely make the All Blacks. He is that good. We've got so many good backs at the moment. I don't know where we're going to fit them all. We've got Bridge, we've got Reese, we've got, what's that guy out? Thick enough. Leicester.
Whanganuku, yeah.
Yeah, Whanganuku. We've got Braden Eno. We've got so many.
True.
I know we're losing Lamapi, and I'm pretty disappointed with that. But there's such a clutch of good midfielders that I think he would have made the All Black squad, but I don't think he would have made the starting team, and we just couldn't match the price. It's the money in Europe. So he's 28 and he's got 3 kids. He's probably talked to Julian Severe and thought, well, that's my best option.
Have over 100 people watching, bringing us together, says Sebastian. Indeed. Highlanders going to run it out from their own 22. Brad Thorne looks like he's going to punch a hole in the wall. Who's your favourite Barrett is the question.
Favourite
be
Barrett?
Bodie, surely.
Mum says Bodie. Dad says
Probably Bowden, but you know.
Bowden. Blues legend.
We've got to remember what position they play.
Yeah, it's true.
It's hard comparing a lot with a fullback first 5 and a winger and a fullback, so it's a bit unfair, but anyway, they're all great players.
Why can't New Zealand match the money in Europe when rugby is more popular? I think it's just the economy of scale, man.
Oh, did you tell Mike about Silver Lake today and the people wanting to buy into the All Blacks?
No, we didn't hear the whole.
We didn't hear the
thing,
whole
so
story.
Don't know.
The players are holding up the Silver Lake deal.
Scott Barrett all the way.
He's a good player, but we haven't seen a lot of him lately. He's been injured, hasn't he?
Is that?
Scott Barrett.
No, he's played this year.
No, but
He's captain of the Crusaders. He's played every game. He's on
Prior
bench
to that, I
tonight.
think he
Prior
was.
to that,
I think
he
he
was
was
injured.
injured for
He
a
was
while.
injured last
Maybe
year.
at All Blacks level,
the
yeah.
All Blacks level, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he'll be back.
Blues legend, Fletcher, you know it. Kevin Barrett is my favourite. He sired the Barretts.
Good answer. Good answer.
I
That's a
think
good
he might have
answer.
been the one of the Barrett boys played 100 games for his club the other day.
Oh yeah, because there's a couple of other Barretts.
Yeah,
eh?
there's about 7 in the family.
Bloody hell, big
A few
family.
boys.
Who should Steve Foster pick? Barrett, Barrett or D-Mac? Or Will Jordan?
Barrett. D-Mac on the bench.
As a Canes fan, Geordie is the clutch goal kicker. Maybe that's true.
No, he's told them he wants to. He's told them he wants to.
He's come along in leaps and bounds, Geordie, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
From where he first started.
They blooded him at the All Blacks level really early, probably
They did,
too early.
Too early.
That's not such a bad thing, though. I don't want to play on the
He
wing.
made some huge mistakes.
When he was first
When he
off,
was
yeah,
young.
like in his early 20s, eh?
Yeah. So he learned from them. and
Grant
he's
says,
still-
boom for the like button for Gaz's birthday. Yep, you guys should definitely use the like button if you haven't used it already. Definitely. Liam says, these are the Aussie champs? Question mark. What? Yes, although they have played something of a rotated team, although the Highlanders are as well. So, yeah.
Run it. Run it, man. Go. He's a big boy. Just run it.
Yeah, I think Sorovi's making a difference at halfback.
Yeah,
got a
he's
better pass.
he's better than you know. He's a good player, that guy.
Oh, intercept. Here's trouble.
go, go.
There goes Harmon. Sorovi's got him. Whoa. Key tackle. Now the Highlanders are going to be on fire. Man. Heads up. Liam also says happy birthday for next week, Gazza. Oh, the Reds have got a key turnover there.
Lucky.
Whoa, lucky.
He needed somebody running off him.
I mean, it's not quite game over yet, but I think if they'd scored there, that might have been it, eh?
I think that Billy Harmon's played well in this game.
Anthony asks, and you might have to, this might be a test of your memory, Gazza. Which test between the All Blacks and South Africa is your favourite, and why?
Oh, the one I went with Dawn's brother at Eden Park, where Alan Hewson kicked the winning goal. We won 25-22 during the 81 protest. Third test at Eden Park.
Very specific answer. Didn't take long to think about that at all.
So you can ask me my second one.
What's your second one?
The second one would be the series that we won in
96.
Oh, yeah.
96, yeah.
Ooh.
Here come the Reds. Have they fluffed a try? Maybe.
Oh, no, here they go.
Dalgunu with a try? Maybe.
Knock
What
Jeez.
are they going to...
Are they going to have a look at the knock on?
Oh, okay.
I think there might be a knock on there.
Yeah.
Joseph has just chucked us a donation as well, and he says a beer for Mr. 2 Cents Senior.
No.
There you go. Cheers, man. I did give him a beer earlier. He's opted for the tea later in the day, but we did have a beer. I promise.
I'll have more beer next time. I'm just getting over the old sinus.
Cheers, Joseph, mate. Good to see you all.
I don't think you can give that.
Yeah, what's going to happen here?
I'm going to have a look.
One end of the field to the other in this game. Higgity, is that flat? To Blaster McGreat. And then Uru. And then he hasn't let it go yet. That's backwards. That looks alright. As long as the Higgity pass is backwards out of the hands.
That's forward.
That looks forward.
That's forward. Yeah, can't give that.
Stalio says that's not forward.
Yeah, it's forward.
It looks
Right.
forward from this angle.
May not be, but it looked forward.
Zach says it's back. That's hard,
No,
man.
not from that angle.
From that angle, it looks a bit forwards.
Suspicious.
From
Look at that.
Higgity.
It's 1, 2. Oh, no. Oh. No, I don't know. I doubt it.
It looks a bit forward from that angle.
Forward out of the hands, yeah. Matthew says it was flat. Zach says just shut your eyes and it'll be... Yeah, that's unlucky.
Sorry, Zach.
Unlucky, yeah.
Sorry, Zach.
The game could have used that to be not forward, but I think that's the right decision. It was just marginally forward.
What's that number 8's name for the Reds? He's not bad.
Uru, he's a Fijian guy.
Yeah. No, he shouldn't worry about it too much. It wasn't his fault. It was...
Denied. Terrible Kiwi refs, but yeah, you can't give that, says Death Metal.
I think you got to be fair.
Forward pass consistency is a joke.
That's true.
I'll tell you something, mate. I'm hard on as New Zealand refs as anything, but I think he made the right decision there. And I'm not a fan of Ben O'Keefe, James Dolman, Paul Williams, Brendan Picker. I think they're all pretty average, but I think he got the right decision there.
Yeah. Theft says marginal, but I think it was the right call. I'm kind of in that boat as well. Erica, we are at 65-37 on my one. We've just had a scrum on halfway to the Landers. So yeah, not even a quarter of the game to go.
Oh,
Intercept. Goes Taniela, just run it.
oh dear.
And he's thrown it into touch.
That was from Smith. Go back.
The middle asks, is anyone a fan of Ben O'Keefe? I don't think so.
I mean, he's highly rated, but he's just a bit staid for me. He's just... I mean, this is probably one of the better games I've seen him referee, to be honest.
Reds are just trying a little hard. They're chasing the game, Matthew. Yeah, forcing a little bit much. Maybe that pass didn't need to go.
There's no golden point in this competition, is there? No.
Only for the final, I think they said.
Yeah.
Only for the final. JP's also not a fan of Paul Williams. He's maybe my least favourite, actually. He kind of bugs me.
Who's that?
Paul Williams.
Oh, Paul Williams. Yeah.
Some of them
kinda-
just don't know how to let it flow, do they? They're a bit pedantic.
Well, Paul Williams did the test in Australia last year, and he was pretty average, to be honest.
Bryce Lawrence was also highly rated, and see how rubbish he was. Yeah. It's going to be a Reds line-out, surely. Yeah, it's a decent game. Steve Walsh. Oh, Steve Walsh. Now, Gazza has a phrase that he likes to use to describe some people. and that phrase would be, he or she loves himself or herself.
Yeah,
I think Steve Walsh,
loved himself.
he really loved himself.
Pretty good.
He was a decent ref, but it was
He was
all.
a decent ref,
But he liked he was
he liked
he
it.
was so like buddy with the
Yeah.
players.
Watch me, look at me, look at me.
Yeah, it
But he was
was.
a reasonable referee.
He was a
though.
reasonable
was.
ref.
Then something happened. I can't
He got
He,
himself in
I
trouble.
think he had booze, right? I think
It
he had.
could
I
be.
think he had problems with booze, and he had to
Could
go
be.
to Australia.
Could have been, yeah, I don't remember. But I used to do something here. But I thought he was good, good referee.
Wasn't bad. He was very. Yeah, he did a few internationals.
Yeah.
He did a few internationals, didn't he?
Yeah.
Actually, well, the games I saw him referee in Europe were probably better than the games he did in New Zealand. Remember the other guy I used to know, Glenn Wallstrom? Do you remember him?
Oh yeah.
Glenn Wallstrom, he wasn't bad.
It's a while ago.
Wayne Barnes. Wayne Barnes.
I read an article about him.
I think he's gotten better across his career. I mean,
Is he retiring soon?
I think so. I think this is his last season. The fact that New Zealand fans don't really complain about him anymore after the debacle that was 2007 shows that I guess he has gotten a bit better.
Don't really see much of him though.
Yeah, he's always up north.
Higgity's got brothers playing in Japan, eh?
Does he?
Yep.
Okay. Wayne Barnes recently, whenever he referees the French teams, not just the French national team, but the club teams as well, he speaks French for some of the calls.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Does it?
he gets a lot of credit for it. But I'm always a little bit torn because a lot of the commands, like, they're kind of similar to the English words.
Oh, okay.
And I feel like
Is he?
if you're a professional rugby player, I mean, I'm not saying everyone should speak English. Like, you know me, I speak a second language. I learn languages. So I don't think it is a bad thing, but everyone makes a huge deal about it. Like, he's such a legend for doing it. It's like,
But if they're very similar.
I heard he was retiring. Is that true?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, good on him for giving it a crack, though. It's you've got hundreds of thousands of people watching, and you're speaking French. So, but for any of the decisions where it's like he's got to explain something, he just switches to English.
Does he do Pro 14?
No, he does the Premiership, and he does the internationals up there.
Okay. I read about something where he should have given a red card and he didn't give a red card. One of the recent games.
Oh, okay. Alain Roland got stick for refereeing France. Well, didn't he have a French parent, right? That's why he could speak fluent French. Wayne Barnes is the same generation as Nigel Owens, eh? Yeah, pretty much.
Nigel Owens was the best.
Is he's still doing club games, eh? He just
I'm
retired from internationals.
not even sure if he's doing that anymore. I think he's mostly on the farm.
He was the best of all of them.
For quick shouts like play on advantage, easy to learn the vocab, explaining someone's difference as Matthew. Yeah, which is why I don't get why it's a big deal that he speaks those commands in French. Like, if it's easy enough for him to learn the commands, should the players could learn them as well? I don't know. French dad, right, says Fleshin. Okay. The Hurricanes will turn up to Sydney today and it'll be a butcher shop. Oh, this is looking a bit ugly, folks, with 10 minutes to go. Anthony says, tell your dad happy 71st birthday for next week. May his day be filled with lots of love, blessings and happiness. That's pretty
thank you
nice.
very much.
That's
Very
from
nice.
Anthony.
Cheers, guys. Nice. We won't be here next week. We're away down in Thames, a coastal town in New Zealand on New Zealand.
On your birthday.
Yeah, my birthday.
You guys went to Thames not that long ago, right?
Yeah,
Christmas time.
You told me something about Thames, actually.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure I even tweeted what you said about Thames.
What did we say?
It wasn't you, it was your husband.
Oh, yeah, what did we say? Him, what did he say?
you just about live there.
No, it was. I don't know how to find. I don't think I put out that many tweets. Something about... I don't know. Something about Thames being full of front rowers,
Oh, yes.
basically.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
They got a lot of front rowers down here, which is true.
Got a lot of front rowers in Thames, apparently.
It's not a very nice thing to say.
Well, they got some big people down here, haven't they?
They do.
We're only joking. We're not.
There's nothing wrong with being a
We're not
front rower.
slandering it New Zealand wide.
Front rowers are a crucial part of the game.
Right. Oh, try.
It is a try. Okay.
We're not slandering them worldwide, are we?
Okay.
I mean, people use the term in a joking sense.
How do you spell this town in New Zealand that they're talking about? Thames, Thames, like the river in the UK.
Yeah, UK. Yeah, it's the same as the river in the UK. I'm gonna have to watch it on Sky down here next week too.
It's an afternoon game.
Eh?
It's an afternoon game.
I'll have to watch it.
Yes.
Oh, we're going to Coromandel,
That's-
aren't we?
Well, we can get back in time.
See what the weather's like.
Yeah. It's a 4 o'clock game, isn't it?
4:30, I
4:30.
think. Yeah.
That's plenty of time.
Yeah, that's the game to buy us. This has been. Maybe the bookies are like, see, told you. We were supposed to give the New Zealand teams big favoritism in terms of the odds. That's a bit ominous. The Waratahs need to do something, folks.
Be funny if they turn around. Be funny if they turn around and
No,
beat.
he's got that
Be
kick
funny if they turn around and beat the blooming Hurricanes.
The game could certainly use that.
Who are the Blues playing?
The Rebels
Rebels. They should
tomorrow.
win. Who knows with the Blues?
Well, from
Well,
Melbourne.
that's what I mean.
The thing is, the Rebels got rid of their coach. So
And their
maybe,
assistant coach.
maybe their
That's
guys will be
right.
fired up.
That's right.
You know.
And their assistant coach. I think Leon McDonald flew out today.
Yeah. Maybe the Reds will be better. I mean, the Reds have travelled. They've gone from a warm environment to a cold environment. They had a game last week. The Highlanders didn't have a game last week.
Okay, run it, Reeds, run it.
There's heaps of excuses, but ultimately
Put your boot away, mate. You just
30
give it to somebody.
33-12 is not a good look, is it?
No.
Sue says, 2 cents and family, how are we tonight? The game is a bit fast for the Reds, I think. The next game may be the same. For the Hurricanes, yeah, against the Waratahs, maybe.
Run it. Run it. Run it. When you're behind 20 points, run it, man. Come on, run it. Just run it.
You got it, JP.
Run it. Come on.
Sean says, 30-50-0 for the Hurricanes over the Tars, but he hopes he's wrong. I hope you're wrong as well, but it could happen, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no, here's trouble. Zach's excited to see Ruben Love at 10. Yeah, he's been a pretty good young player. He's only just turned 20, for goodness sake, eh?
He's fast, eh?
He is. Pretty nimble. Slaughter says,
I didn't pick the score.
oh no, surely not. That's a try. What a grounding. What a grounding. Yowza. This is looking pretty bad.
It is.
Great grounding though. Credit to him for that. It's embarrassing now, says JP. Yeah.
I think that's a try.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is for
that's right.
sure. Quick ball out wide. Punivai braces for the tackle. Knows it's coming. It still has the sense of mind to just dot it down.
Yeah, well done.
Reds might be a bit hungover. Maybe.
Tony Brown will be happy from Japan.
Oh, Sue is Isaac. Oh, I know. Am I streaming the next game? Yeah, I think so. Hopefully we can see a better showing than this, but it could be worse.
It could be.
It could be worse.
It could be Billy Proctor and Umaga Jensen. It might be better.
Yeah.
show now.
Not good.
Not at all.
Massive for the Landers as they
minutes
get
to
a
go.
bonus point and a margin. A lot of teams could be 5-0 at the end. You might be right, hey? The points margin could become important.
Oh, God. Look at that.
Oh my goodness, you got that.
They have bonus
well.
points in this too, eh?
Yep. Wow.
Shit,
Wow.
that's a hiding now, I'm afraid. I didn't want to see that score.
Yeah, it was close for 10 minutes, is right.
I didn't want to see that score. I mean, I want the Aussie teams to be. I want them to be competitive.
Competitive, yeah.
Zach's beat me on Super Bro. Yeah, I picked the Reds. What a moron. I picked the Reds by 1.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
thought
was.
I thought maybe the Reds on the back of their championship. Disruption to the Highlanders camp. Frizzell being out. You never know.
Josh Ioane being out.
Yeah, exactly. Man, 40 points to 12.
Oh, God. Hunt's just destroyed these
Darren
guys.
Mundy was hoping for a close match. You and me both, man. You and me both. This is just... I mean, good on the Highlanders, but none of us are sitting here on the edge of our seats right now. We're just kind of thinking,
Come on, go, man. Have a go. Run it.
hopefully a consolation, that's it. At least Vunivalu scored a good try, but yeah.
Go, man. Go.
Buy me a drink before
Have
you
a
do
go.
something.
Have a go. Pass it out. Out to your backs.
I picked the Highlanders based on your preview video, Mark. Seeing all the players out for the Reds, Jamie. Yeah, I probably should have as well.
This
I should have
guy-
as well.
This guy is a Highlanders team with a lot of injuries.
Yeah,
This is not their top side by any stream of the imagination.
it's neither's top side, but yeah, you would think it'd be.
I mean,
closer.
I know the Reds have got a few out, but the Highlanders have had a horrific injury season like the Chiefs did last year.
Bring back Quade Cooper. To be fair, I do honestly think the Reds will perform better against the Crusaders in Brisbane. This is the worst possible result for the game in the context, but still is a worst possible result for the game in the context of the bright future for Super Rugby. Yeah, it's not a good look for the getting back together of the teams, right? The Aussies and the Kiwis after being apart for so long. The Highlanders have just ruined Rugby Australia, says Dad. Oh, I hope not, eh?
I hope not. Let's just wait a while.
The next game will be interesting too, won't it?
The Waratahs are playing next and they couldn't buy a win against the Aussie teams.
Oh well.
It's 5th against 5th. Like the bottom New Zealand team against the bottom
Yeah.
Aussie team. But I mean, the Hurricanes still took the Crusaders to overtime once.
Yeah.
So I don't feel
But
like
they're
they're
playing at home against.
against the Hurricanes. Yeah, they are playing at home.
Yeah.
But the
Home
Hurricanes should win.
Home team, does give them an advantage.
They just need to tap it and run. Tap it and run.
Thing about the Tars actually though is because they knocked down that ground that Gazza and I went to.
Oh yes, in Sydney.
So they've had to. They always move around
Oh.
Yeah.
until they can get the replacement stadium built. They
Has it
don't,
been built
that's
now?
Not ideal,
I
is
don't
it?
think it's finished. No.
They've been playing at league grounds.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want to have a look. What's the TAB got the Canes winning by now? Can the Reds get one last consolation try?
It don't really look like
The
it.
bookies are saying the Hurricanes by 21. 21.5. So they need to win by 22 if you want to go for a point start.
They might win by more than that, but we'll see.
Yes. 21. Well, what's this points difference now? Like 28? If the Reds can lose to the Highlanders by 28. The game I thought would have been closer.
If
Maybe.
if the Reds score here, they still get a bonus point. The Highlanders, don't they?
What's that? Oh yeah, I think so.
They need a try. They need a try.
Just for a consolation. I mean, they won't even get to 20, but it'd at least make it look a little bit better. This is what happens when you sharpen steel with steel, Isaac. Yeah. Maybe the New Zealand side's just a bit sharper. I don't know. One game in, it's hard to tell. Vunivalu for the high kick again. He's got another one.
He's got another one. Yeah, he's got another one.
Okay.
Oh, well, that makes it a bit more respectable.
Yeah. I mean, still, they're in the teens, and the flipping Highlanders are on 40.
Geez, good on the cross kick.
Yeah, he is. That's his specialty. Honestly, I swear, I watched the highlight video of him when he first signed, and I was like, who is this guy? And they must have showed 15 tries, and I would say 13 of them would have been him jumping in the air.
He's tall, isn't he?
One of them was like an intercept, and one of them was maybe a pass. But
He's
yeah,
tall.
he's just really good at getting it. Like Israel Folau had the same thing. He was just really good at getting airborne.
How tall is he, do you know?
Don't actually know.
How tall? He must be 6'3".
Yeah, just dab it down. Remember the Highlanders beat the Crusaders? Yeah, Wayne. All the New Zealand sides don't seem to be too far away from each other.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they finished with a bump.
Finished with almost half the score. So, yay.
I'm glad they got another
21
try.
points instead of 28.
Cross kick again. 40 points to 19. Man, the bookies had the Highlanders by 9, I think. And that ended up being conservative. Right. Well, that kind of, I mean, good on the Highlanders, but that wasn't the result I kind of wanted to see. It's a bit disappointing. Zach says Vunivalu's 1.92 m, so he's slightly shorter than me, but not much. He's about
He's tall.
about that much shorter than me, so he's pretty tall.
He's not in the Wallaby squad, is he?
They did have him training, but he hasn't played for them yet. JP, who is a Reds fan, says only Gazza and Mama 2 Cents made the presence of this massacre tolerable.
That is nice of him to say.
Hillsong says, I'm an Aussie conference supporter here, but I'm telling you, none of our teams will even get one win. Hopefully this doesn't go that far.
That'll be a bit sad.
Yeah. Alright guys, cheers for sticking along for the stream. Back to work for Allard, I guess, for now. JP, Grant, David, Jonathan, Hollywood, everybody else who's been here, Nov Mum, Adam.
See you guys.
Dan, yeah, everybody who's come along. It's been
Probably
good to
see
have
you guys in 2 or 3 weeks. Going to be away next week.
Yeah, Gazza will be a year older.
A year older.
The next time you see, you may not recognise him. You'll be like, "Who's that old fella? Where's that 50-year-old gone? Who's this?"
Here I am. I'm
Yeah.
bald.
Yeah. Anyway, Alaran, yes. Cheers, guys. JP says happy
Bye,
birthday
guys.
once
Stay
again.
safe.
Yeah, Patrick, man, you guys will take care of yourselves. And yeah, I'll set one up for the next game in a bit, but I'll send these guys packing before I do that. Anyway,
I'm glad these guys got another try.
take care, guys. See you.